Let's take a walk around the car real quick. Front bumper, wheel, dirty headlight. Both of them are bad. The headlights are bad looking too. That's what the headlights look like. No fog light. Steering wheel looks like that. Dome light looks like that. Those don't even turn on. That's what the steering wheel looks like. That's what the wheels look like. Obviously bad paint here. Rear bumper, same thing. Not painted. Car is not that shiny. Same thing on the other side. And this is peeling off. The mirrors wonky. All right, let's see what we can do about this car. That part sticks out, and obviously the brakes need to be done. Okay, that's what the car looks like. Not very shiny and scratches everywhere. All right, I'm done working on this car. A lot of things were changed. First of all, the paint was absolutely terrible. Took me forever to get that fixed. I painted the bumper. I did a terrible job. Here's the paint for the whole car. Looks really good. Fixed the dome light. I changed the color. Changed the steering wheel completely. Wrapped it, cleaned it. Changed the wheels. Used to be black. Now they're silver. Fixed all of these, made all the black spot blacker, silverer. Yeah, that's a real word. My wife just saw it. She asked me if I made the black blacker. She thought I painted everything, but I didn't. Put a backup camera on here. Everything is nice and shiny. Even the light used to be faded. They're not faded anymore. Even the bumper. Maybe I should have the light on. Doesn't matter. All the brakes were changed. I just installed this mirror. First thing first, oil change. I don't know who did the oil change before, but they did a really good job. This wasn't over torqued. A drain plug wasn't over torqued. The filter wasn't over torqued. Everything was the way it's supposed to be. And they used a new crush washer. So I'll be using a new crush washer as well. But I like to use copper. So that's what I'm going to use. And I stay with my standard recipe. This filter should be good for 20,000 miles. Let me see. With oil, that should be good for 20,000 miles and some oil stabilizer. So this should be good enough for 1 year. That's why I do yearly oil change. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the oil change. Next stop is the brakes. These brakes they work okay, but they're very old. I'm going to do the brake change, and for that I'm going to use standard rotor off the shelf, not drilled or slotted for this one. Regular rotor, but for pads I'll be using Bosch. Where's the other one? That's for the front, this is for the rear. Here's the part number. All right, let's do it. These are the old rotors. This is the new rotors. Just got all the brakes out of the way, and I had no problem with this. Everything was relatively easy. I torqued everything down to the right level, and oil change and brake is done. Now time to work on cosmetics. Time to change the dome light from this to this. And the steering wheel from this to this. Time to make the headlights from looking like this to this. With the bulb change, make the headlight look from this that produce that much light to this that produce that much light. With the lights off, this versus that just glows. There's some bright. That's the difference. That versus this. Parking, low beam, high beam. This car comes like this from the factory. For the bumper, it's all black all the way around here, but I think it's meant to have this part black and this part body color. Even though it came from the factory like this, I'm gonna paint it. With the bumper painted, it's a halfway decent job. Now time to polish the car. So it looks like this now. Not the greatest, but I think it looks better. It'll be easier to see in the sunlight. Just made the wheels from this to this. Next, I'll be replacing this mirror with no other feature. It's just the old school mirror. It's different in size for the mirror. This was the factory mirror, the standard, nothing fancy to it. And here is the upgraded mirror. I think it's got the light sensors, the light sensor in the back. Also have a speaker. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's got power button, and of course this has a backup camera. There's in this spot right there, so you can see the difference in size. This one's significantly bigger. So, and it's going to mount right here. That's where the old one went. I couldn't take it off. I don't want to. I put the new one right here. So that's where I'm going to put it. The mirror upgrade looks like that. And put in reverse. There's the backup camera. Now replace the dirty air filter with a clean one. Now I want to replace this mirror because it has this eyeball right here. I don't know how that happened. Looks like it got hit by a stone or something. But also it has this movement right there. Replace it with this new mirror. But those idiots, well, Honda engineers decided they're going to use a simple mount right here, but have the wire be this long and go behind the door panel. So I gotta remove the whole door panel just to get to that connector. That's engineering for you. Finished waxing the car. Headlights are good. Wheel and tire are shiny. Cleaned all the mirrors. Cleaned up the trim. Cleaned all the windows. The door handles are cleaned up. Everything is clean. Made the bumper blacker. Much better than it used to be.